And I'm joined now by Anuar Taib. He is the Executive Vice President and the CEO for Petronas, the Malaysian national oil company. So we're thrilled you're here. Thank you so much for taking the time. Now, since we saw you last, tell us, how has the year been really? How has 2017 played out for Petronas?
First of all, Eithne, thank you very much for having me. For us, 2017 has been a challenging year, but I think it's also a year that we are able to go and put a balance from short-term focus, where it's all about cash generation, project delivery, and cost optimization. We move into a much longer things on longer-term issues such as technology, talents, and culture. So, because we think, while it's always nice to focus on the first three short-term measures, this industry needs to go much longer into the future. It has a really crucial role to the world, and for Petronas, our purpose being a national oil company that operates in many countries around the world, we have to always think about short-term gain with another eye on the long-term sustainability of our business.
And when we think about it, the longevity of this industry is absolutely vital. I mean, this is what drives economic growth, and really the energy sector has a huge role to play. Tell me just a little bit about, your philosophy in terms of the role of the energy sector as well.
So this is one of those things. I'm going to borrow a word from my colleagues from Chevron. He talks about this industry is a noble industry. Some may see it as a dirty oil and gas industry. But if you think about it, our role is to bring energy, bring light to many parts of the world. There are many people around the world could actually have their life changed in terms of economic move, in terms of educational level, by having access to that lights and energy. And I thought that we in this industry sometimes shortchange ourselves for not putting that as front and center of our purpose, for the purpose of this industry.
How very true. And when we think about it, yes, we look at the growth in population growth, and we really look at what moves people out of poverty. We've been hearing that actually quite a bit at this ADIPEC too, at the population that's out there in emerging markets particularly, and probably even still in some areas in Malaysia, that need to move, from one sector to need to move a bit into the middle class, have a disposable income, have a life. It's almost, would you say energy now is almost like a basic human right? It really has become that, hasn't it?
It's becoming more and more like that. I mean, when I grew up, there were times that, I grew up with a kerosene lamp. Having an electricity will allow us to study a lot more. Being able to study a lot more, get better education, and then actually grow in life. And that's my story. And that wasn't that long ago. So if you think about it, if that story works for me, I'm sure that it could work for many millions around the world. So this is where the industry have to move from dollars and cents, whilst it is important because it must allow us to deliver value to shareholders and the rest, but we must think about what's the purpose of this industry, especially now in the lights of the younger generation where they want to have purpose in life. This industry must go back into that center. What is our purpose in life? And I think the purpose of this industry is actually that, bringing that energy, bringing that light to the many parts of the world.
Now, when we look at this needs investment as well, and we look at the oil price that's actually getting a bit stronger, are you optimistic that this strength perhaps in the oil price will hopefully eventually bring back investment into the industry?
So I hope so. I think it will. But different companies have a different strategy. For us in Petronas, we invest through the cycles. I mean, we continue to explore. We actually put a fairway budget for exploration that will not get cut. It doesn't matter what's the oil price look like. So we are trying to we move from a price-driven budgeting to a lot more on, we have to be disciplined, long-term, consistent investment throughout the years. I mean, if you think about it, today we are investing in a $27 billion downstream integrated refinery business. We have completed all of our LNG expansion recently. We are still building a second floating LNG. So it's again, and at the back of those, there are a lot of investment in exploration and production and development and production in the E&P space. So it's all about consistent, continuously investing in this industry. That's our mantra.
And here at ADIPEC, it's great to see you here, of course. How are you finding the event? Meeting lots of IOC CEOs, NOCs, chairmen, ministers, everybody is here really.
I tell you what, I mean, this is really becoming a premier event in this part of the world. I mean, the attendance, the vibes, the diversity of people that we meet. I mean, this is excellent. I mean, I'm here for 3 days and it's full. And it is really an excellent venue for all of us to congregate and meet, exchange ideas. But I must also congratulate the organizing committee and also the host. This is an excellent, world-class event.